Hey everybody, it's your boy AG95. I know it's kind of been a while since I've done like a regular upload, but I was feeling under the weather. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the latest Fire Emblem Direct that happened. I don't know what time is it, but it happened not too long ago, and I'm just kind of giving you guys my raw feelings and thoughts about the whole thing right after it happens. So bear with me guys as I go over quickly what I thought about each topic they covered in this Direct. Let's start with Fire Emblem Echoes though, because that was easily the most important thing here. Kind of. Alright, so just like Lucas in Smash Bros, Fire Emblem Echoes just came out of nowhere. I don't care who you are, you did not see Fire Emblem Echoes coming. I know some people wanted some remakes of older Fire Emblem games because they don't really like how the newer Fire Emblem games are with the whole waifu this, waifu that, and I could get where they're coming from. So Fire Emblem Echoes, aka Fire Emblem Gaiden remake, is something I'm really interested to see unfold, so to speak. Interested because Fire Emblem Gaiden, from what I hear, is considered kind of like a black sheep for the series. The base Fire Emblem flair was still there, but there was odd nuances like dungeon crawling and I believe random encounters that were added into the mix to give it a very distinct experience. I'm eager to see what the devs really have in mind for this one. Will they stay true to what Gaiden was and really just make a true and loyal remake, or are they going to try and appeal to the more modern fans of Awakening and Faiths and give it that little waifu flair? Either way, I'm sure it's going to be a pretty good game, but I still do have my personal gripes with it. Well, not the game itself, but the fact that it's on the 3DS. Truthfully, that isn't my gripe either now that I think about it. I'm just salty that this isn't on the Switch. By no means do I hate the fact that it's on the 3DS, nor do I want the 3DS to die now that the Switch is on the come up or anything. It's just that until summer there isn't a bunch of titles that people will be clamoring for on the Switch, and Echoes would have been an amazing title to add to the library. Not to mention that this is a home console and handheld in one. Echoes would have been like the flagship handheld title to match the obvious home-oriented games releasing. It all just feels like a missed opportunity in my opinion. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this game is a eShop only title, right? I don't see a reason why Echoes couldn't have been a 3DS and Switch eShop title if that's the case, but hey, let me stop before this becomes a rant video. Now, what followed Echoes was the announcement of something special. The first home console Fire Emblem game in 8-9 years, coming out sometime in 2018. I'm honestly surprised they would even out something like this so early. Like dude, 2018 is a ways off. It's not like when this Direct was announced we weren't expecting a new Fire Emblem title or anything, but the fact that we got Echoes announced and dated, then this announcement, it's kinda wild. As for the game itself, I have no clue what it could even entail. Personally, I want to see the Fire Emblem series do something big and outlandish in a way. Ever since Awakening saved the series from the cusp of death, the games continue to prove themselves as a strong Nintendo IP, and I could see them shaking up the foundation of what Fire Emblem is with this new Switch title. Then again, now that the series is on a main stage, so to speak, I wouldn't blame Nintendo to make the most safe Fire Emblem game ever, and just build something super solid out of what saved the series in the first place. Now, just a little side note, for the first time, I believe ever, Fire Emblem will be having a worldwide release with Echoes. So if that game sells well, which it most likely will, we perhaps will see a worldwide release for the Switch title and titles beyond that. Following that announcement was, in my opinion, the weakest part of the Direct, which was the Fire Emblem Musou game. Fire Emblem Warriors, I think it was called. If you're familiar with the recent Hyrule Warrior game or the Dynasty Warrior style games, this is pretty much that with a Fire Emblem skin. I never cared too much about these type of games, so I don't really have much to say on them, besides that I can't wait to check out the cool moves because the animations in these games are usually on point, and as an animator, I could appreciate that. Other than that, I've got nothing else to really say about it. I'm sure fans of these games will have a ball with it in the fall. Now on to the final announcement for the Direct, Fire Emblem Heroes, the long-awaited Fire Emblem mobile game. For the most part, this seems really dope. Reminds me a lot of the GBA era Fire Emblem games with some artistic liberties taken. Still not sure how I feel about the chibi-esque character models though, but I'm sure I'll get over it with time. The game's free to play with microtransactions, which is oddly the complete opposite of what Nintendo's last mobile game, Mario Run, was. I don't know, perhaps Nintendo thought the best idea was to do the opposite of what they did last time because people tended to download the free version and didn't buy the full version. So a free-to-play model is probably their best bet. I noticed that since this is free to play and has such a large roster of characters, the game implemented a gachipan kind of element to it, where you can roll for new characters with orbs you collect or buy. This reminded me a lot of how Square Enix handled their mobile Final Fantasy game Brief Exodus, and I enjoyed that game for the time I did spend on it, making me pretty optimistic for Fire Emblem Heroes. All in all, this game looks like a bite-sized Fire Emblem experience, clearly targeted for a more casual audience, which isn't bad at all. I know a lot of people that dig Fire Emblem but don't mess around with Nintendo devices, so they'd be pretty stoked for this. I don't see many negatives of having Fire Emblem come to the mobile market, but I do have a small gripe. I had hoped that, once again, that Nintendo would have gave this a Switch release like I said with Fire Emblem Echoes. Like, these fun little mobile releases they have planned would be fun little Switch games, but maybe I'm asking for too much. I guess it's whatever. But that was my thoughts on the Fire Emblem Direct. It was cool, but I had my own selfish wants that didn't come to fruition, so I'll just take what we got. Tell me what you guys think of the games and the Direct down below, and make sure to sub up if you dig the video. But it's about that time. It's your boy AG signing out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay golden. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you look right above me, you can see 2 of my previous videos. So, if you feel like supporting your boy, feel free to check them out. It's okay, take your time. I'll just be right here when you're ready to watch them.